Hey everyone, and welcome to another Rosebud Live. Today I'm joined by not only Jason, but also our founder and CEO, Lisha. Lisha, hello. And
Hey.
Sean Builds is a huge power user of our platform. He has a YouTube channel, Sean Builds, where he makes incredible tutorials with Rosie and creating very different projects and games. And I highly recommend you checking him out. And today, Sean suggested us to show one of his tutorials where he makes a product page. So, Sean, I'm going to pass
Mhm.
it to you, and I guess we can just jump into it.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. I'm making these cool tutorials for pretty product pages like this one. And today we're making this desserts app. So what's really cool about this is it's like a storefront for an e-commerce page. So you see it looks very professional. And what you could do with it, just like DoorDash, is add something to your cart, go down to the bottom, and order it.
Wow.
Yeah, it
So not
slides up.
only not only it's a pretty page, it's also a fully functional storefront.
That's right. So
Nice.
that is awesome because then you could like plug in something that is close to your heart that you want to share with other people. Um, if you love making desserts,
Yeah.
you plug in your desserts here. Um, and then you could, with a couple clicks, publish your project. Then you have a link that you could send to anyone, your friends, your family, and they could use your like really cool app and be like super surprised whenever they open their phone and see how like awesome it looks and think, oh my gosh, I want to buy some desserts.
Yeah. So how do we get to building it?
Yeah. Okay. So let's get to this page. This is like a template. You can see it kind of looks like a blank canvas, and it's a page on Rosebud. There'll probably be a link in the description, so you can go here too.
Okay.
Now
Yeah, that would be
you
perfect.
can. Mhm.
Do you have
Uh,
that link somewhere? Maybe
it's right
under one
here.
of your videos. Okay, yeah, I know, but
I'll
I'll
send it to
figure
you.
out. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna
Mhm.
add to the description so you guys so just immediately click it.
That's exactly right. So once you're here, you'll be on Rosebud. Then we'll click Remix. So this makes your own version of the project. So you see you're in the editor, and now we're with, it says Message Rosie, our AI assistant, and she'll be doing all the coding. So first thing I'd do is probably change the name of my project to like mobile app desserts. Now the next really cool thing is, well, we want desserts in our app, right? So we can click the assets tab, and you can see there's actually a ton of desserts already here. So that's pretty cool, right?
Great. All the assets.
Mm-hmm. And don't have to download it or whatever, anything. Right here. So the way we can get Rosie to use those in the app for desserts would be to tell her to like make a list of products in the app's code. Oh no, typing. It's not my strongest skill. Code. So then you might be wondering, like, doesn't she already know they're there or something? Well, actually, these are in the assets tab. Rosie can see the text, but she doesn't know that like they're not in the code, so she can't show them on the screen. That's what I need to do first. So make a list of products in the app's code for all the products, desserts, in the assets tab. Send that.
Okay, so you know that you have the assets, but the app doesn't know about the assets, so you have to basically connect them. Okay.
Yep. And once that, so you can see Rosie's writing the code that's connecting all of these images to the app's code, and then in the next step, that's going to make it super easy for us to show some products. And you might see Rosie kind of does stuff even more than you expect sometimes. So you might even see him.
Wow, okay. So she added them right away. So that's what I wanted to ask, because a lot of the times we will, even us creating projects, you just ask Rosie to add the assets, but you prefer like this extra step where you add them to the code and then do things with them, right?
Yeah. So what's great about that is we're making, we're organizing our app in a way that makes it very easy for Rosie to do different tasks, like one by one, and every single one correctly. So, she's first adding the products to the code. Then she's like, all right, got that done. Well, why don't I go show them on the screen? And then exceeds our expectations just like this.
Wow. Okay. So it's a pro tip.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
All right. So let's take a look at this. So we have a list of products here, and that's really great. One thing is that that's the only thing that's here. So we might as well go ahead and say like, well, let's make a header for our desserts shop, and we could make a title. So say like, tasty treats. That's what I want. Okay. Yep. So.
Okay, so I actually wanted to ask you while we're waiting for this. Did you create this template from the web app template? Because that's a template created by you, and everyone can also find it just searching for mobile template, mobile app desserts in the search, so it doesn't have to be a link. Okay, so it already actually got back to us with a header. But what's the difference, and what did you add to the template, or what's special? What is special about the mobile app template?
For sure. So, well, first thing we saw is that it's like a blank canvas where like the mobile app is like in this white square. That's nice mainly because it's just kind of organizing where Rose is going to put everything. So the other part that I like is look at the color palette, man.
It's great. It matches Rosebud. Yeah.
So just the little things really count with Rosie. Like starting with an organized project with Rosebud, it's very easy to find projects that have been made by other people that are gonna make it super easy for you to create your own thing without having to do like tedious stuff like setup. You just get started and jump into it, and that's what these templates do. Is we click the link, click the remix button, and then we have our own version that we can easily make an app like this in 2 text messages.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so we got the app with a header.
Yes. So we need to do something more, right? It's like, well, the first thing we'd want is we want to order stuff, right? So we can't really order anything if we don't have anything in our cart. So let's make a cart. First thing is create a button for every product that says add to cart. Then we'll need to place how are we going to see these things in our cart? So then we'll say create a section at the bottom for the cart that keeps track of items in the cart and shows the total price of everything in it.
Wow, so you add all the details, what it's supposed to do right away.
And it can even help sometimes to say things like create a list in the code that tracks the stuff in the cart. And when I'm doing that, I'm separating things like the visual, create a section at the bottom for the cart, from the thing you don't see that manages the cart.
Backhand, basically.
Yeah, that's right. It's a great way of thinking about it. Backend being like, the stuff that's managing the information in your web app. So it might be a good time to talk about that. So like right now we have these desserts, and if someone like ordered them, it's not really linked up with any like actual desserts in some in any shop, right? We've made them up.
Yep. Yeah. I actually wanted to ask if like all of the descriptions of the desserts are made up by Rosie as well, because she only had the pictures, right? Or how did it even work?
Yep. So Rosie has the pictures, sees that they're called waffle, and comes up with some creative magic that it's just, I don't know, it's a Belgian style waffle. It's super crispy, ordered out. Okay, so there's a little issue, and I want to talk about that. Right now, Rosie created some code for the cart, and you'll see that it should, display blah blah blah, but the code didn't work, and this message pops up. So what we can do first thing is try again. So that message, and if you're wondering like why it didn't work, well, sometimes Rosie just writes code that has like one or two problems with it, and the app won't like work right away. So like rather than leaving you to like fix this app, and that might be pretty difficult if you're not really sure what's wrong or whatever in the code, Rosebud will just kind of remind you. No errors happen. You can just try again, and usually Rosie will fix it.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I know sometimes when you ask Rosie for too many changes, she creates too much code, basically. And and that's why it's better to simplify the prompt and do things step by step. But wow, okay, it works.
That's right. Okay, so let me just click this button real quick. For some reason, I have black screen. That's weird. Probably a good time to simplify the prompt.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that's a very good tool.
So you can reprompt, like you said, or if you wanted to go back in history, but this is also an opportunity to show how to simplify the prompt.
That's right. So let's just do this. So what I do in this situation is I already wrote like everything I wanted, right? So I'm just gonna cut this and keep it in my clipboard, so then I can just use it in the next message. So don't do anything else, right? We saw Rosie earlier does stuff that you don't necessarily ask for, and since she did too much and it didn't work, I'm just gonna tell her, do one thing at a time.
I also like that you started with the more ambitious prompt, because actually, underneath the hood, as you can imagine, we're trying to improve the AI system so that it can do more of that ambitious stuff first. But if it does struggle, like just go simplify your prompt like you're showing now. But if you do try the more ambitious thing, it might actually work in like a week or 2 weeks. And so hopefully we actually get it right the first time. But yeah. That you're showing that you're just trying both and kind of testing our system to its limit.
Yep.
But it seems like adding the card button was really simple. Like it's here. Wow.
Yeah, it's just like it's trying to add basically too many different parts of the code. As you guys are saying, it could just create some problems, and so it's simplifying is probably the way to go. But you don't want to start with simple if you already have an idea, and just see if she gets it. Sometimes she gets it in one shot. So our goal is to make that happen a little more often.
Okay, so I'm just gonna refresh here. So sometimes I don't know, I do something weird here. I'm gonna walk you through my thought process. So sometimes Rosie's gonna write code, right? And you can see it, she's doing it in the meantime, and we're waiting, watching her. Sometimes you can tell that it's not going to work before she finishes. And what I do there is I just quick refresh, and I'll send that same message.
Oh, and you clear the memory as well.
Yeah,
So,
this is our bad too. We need better error messages, and so we just make so many updates to these things. So TBD, we're gonna have better error messages there. But what Sean's doing is definitely a way to fix it if she's just hanging.
Yeah. So let's see. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, let's see.
The main thing is like Rosie can really surprise you with how much she can get done, even if you don't have a lot of experience working with her. You can
zero experience.
You run into a problem. That's facts. Honestly, you just wait. Okay. So same thing happening again. Now I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go back a step, and I'm gonna simplify that message. Send it again. So right now, oh no. Wait, let's take a pause, guys.
You're missing the part in the history with the button.
Yep, there's our button.
Yeah.
Can we go in history? Yeah.
Yep. So this is one of my favorite features of Rosebud recently, is you can see all the changes that have been made to your app in the past. And there's the add to cart button. So once we find the version, we can then switch to it, like we can make a confirm button, and now it's back. So then I could go back here and say that thing that I really wanted was create a list in the code. But all right, let's do this first. Create a section at the bottom of the app that is for the cart, which shows everything that's been added to the cart with the button.
Is it important to not have typos in the prompts? Because I noticed maybe that can be an issue sometimes.
That's funny. You really would think so. So with AI, they are just really good at understanding what you mean and not getting tripped up on the little details of grammar and stuff. So for viewers out there, it might be hard to follow my terrible typing skills, and I'm sorry.
That's great.
We're throwing extra hard. We're making Rosie work in hard mode. Seems to be fine.
So let's check it out.
To the previous point. This is pretty good. Yeah. Going back to the previous point Sean made. So this is not actually hooked up to an actual checkout, back end and all that stuff. He's making the front end for it. We actually will be able to support hooking up your own database and allowing Stripe integrations, etc. That is in the works. So hopefully you can actually deploy your app that makes money on Rosebud very soon. I know. We're working on it. It's I think part of our motivation is just make it so that it's actually pretty seamless and simple, and you don't have to be a developer to use it. But with that said, I mean, we're trying to push this out as soon as possible, because that's the goal.
Yep, that would be really cool. I mean, we're talking about how easy Rosebud is making it to create something that looks really cool and works. So, I mean, right now, this is taking not very long at all. 10 minutes, a little bit of tiny troubleshooting. Never even had to look at the code, and we already have these desserts, and we can add them to our shopping cart. It looks awesome. So then, in the same way, it would be what we're hoping for is making that seamless, making this a thing that you can make money with, and just working with Rosie, not having to work with the code to get to that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Would be awesome. All right, so the next. Yes, look, I'm so god dang. When is the release date? All right, I can't do that to you on here, can I?
Making promises on live streams, that's how you get us to confirm.
Okay.
Working towards it. It's definitely in the to-do list for the next, definitely next month, but there's a couple of moving pieces, so we want to make sure that they all work.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll have to talk about this more after we get done with this app. I want to because we'll actually be talking more Rosebud stuff pretty soon when this app's done. Now there's a little bit more we got to do. We have a shopping cart, right? And what's kind of not there yet is ordering the stuff in our cart. And the way I would how would I go about this actually? Let me think about that. Well, we need a button most of all to confirm our order. Another thing is we can't see the price of the order, so that's what I'll work on next. Oh no, everything's blue. It's weird. I'm just gonna put that. Okay, so I'll say let's create a button in the cart for us to confirm the order. Now, we also want a price for the total of everything in the cart at the bottom. Would help. So, yep, that'll be finishing things up. Sometimes, I can show you something else that's really cool with Rosebud here. Is we can kind of go to another page and Rosie will continue coding for us, which is just awesome. So in the meantime, I'm going to look at kind of where are we going with this. I have this example project here, and it would be really nice if we had that total, can confirm the order, and then there's a screen that pops up, just in DoorDash, it's the order's on the way, and you can do it again if you want. Let's check back here and see if that worked. All right, so did not work yet. And remember, clicking reprompt and sending one smaller thing to do instead. So let's create a button in the cart for us to confirm. Doing that one for you guys. Yeah, and that's a great point you were talking about, Crow, earlier, is simplifying early, not trying to do the same thing that doesn't seem to be working over and over.
Doesn't mean it's never going to work.
Yeah, it's true. And that's kind of my mindset a lot with it. Here we got this button already, so it's here and we can't do anything with it, right? So nothing's happening. That's because that's the only thing I asked for. So now we can ask for the next thing, what should happen if you click it? Well, it could, oh my gosh, when the confirm order button is clicked, we want to show a screen, right? So show an order confirmed screen. And what could be on that screen? Well, I want it to be satisfying for everyone. So it could say order confirmed with a check mark. And also the items in the cart that got ordered. And finally, a button that says start the order. Oh, another thing that's on my mind that we've been getting some of these messages aren't leading to code results every time, and one problem that I've run into a lot is whenever you've added a lot of features to your app, add to cart button, shopping cart, and so on, the chat gets really cluttered. And I'm scrolling through it so you can see the history.
Yep.
That leads Rosie to having a bit of trouble writing new code because there's just so much on her mind. This one worked. It's awesome. Oh, So yeah, sometimes we run into errors because it's harder for her to think. It's with all this stuff. But Rosebud lets you just click the fix it button, and then Rosie will start fixing the whatever was wrong in the code here. Usually 99% of the time this works, and it's basically everyone's favorite feature in the whole thing.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
I don't know about you guys. I mean, for real. Whenever Rosebud got the fix it button, I just everything got so much
Celebration.
easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so if it fixed it, we should be able to confirm order. And
Wow.
we already got something here. This is good. It's a little off center, right? So the
Complain
first
to
thing
her about it.
is complain to her. So we'll tell. Well, the first solution that comes to mind is blacking out everything else in the screen. So what I'll say is, for the order confirmed screen, it would be cool to have a what do you call it? A white container around everything in it. So like the check mark to the button. So, and then have a dark see-through background around it. Mostly just wanting to only see this page whenever it pops up. Now, let me click this. Awesome. So, you see right there, our shopping cart is cleared. So, it's pretty cool because now we can just fill our faces with more tasty treats. Oh my gosh. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited to see how this looks.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so it's still a little off center. So then let's complain to Rosie more about it. I'll say, hey, the order confirmed screen is a little too far to the right and to the to the bottom. I'd like it to be centered vertically and horizontally, so like up and to the side. And it should also be smaller, so there's spaces on the side for the background. Right. Oh my gosh! Wait. Ah,
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Might be hard for me to even decipher as a human.
Really? Okay.
But maybe she's smarter than us. The order.
Sometimes. Oh my gosh, the typo.
Yeah.
So the order confirmed screen is just a little bit off center, and it would be good to center it. And then let's see if that.
Yeah. No, I know because I heard what you're saying, but I'm saying even as a human reading it, I might be confused. But we'll see.
Gosh, I really got to work on that then. Thanks, you. Okay. Let's check this out. All right, so I'm not going to be a diva. This is working pretty well. So basically, we have an order confirmed screen. Oh wait, that's the best solution ever. I just got the idea. You see how this little waffle thing's at the top and it's kind of annoying and stuff? Well, like, what if we just didn't see it? So yeah, make the dark see-through background. Oh my gosh, wait, even better solution. So this is kind of like off-center and stuff. So make the order confirmed screen full screen when it's shown. So
I also want to know that, like, note that, like, you're kind of laboriously describing right now, but
Mhm.
we are also planning to add just like visual input, so you can just screenshot it and just be like, change this, so you don't have to meticulously describe everything on the entire screen.
Mhm.
But it is, yeah, it's one of those things where like sometimes describing is better, but I think like if you don't have to in this case, that would probably be the easiest way to get her to understand.
Yeah, especially this is one thing is whenever it comes to like describing things that like you want to get just right on the screen,
Yep.
we have to remember that Rosie isn't seeing what's on the screen
Exactly.
like
Not
we
yet.
are.
Not yet.
And with that new feature that Alicia's talking about, is like, what if you could just screenshot what you want, and Rosie knows and sees that, so you don't have to describe every little bit of detail, and that would just make everything so much easier. And I think this is going to wrap everything up. Wow, look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, looks good.
Wow.
So order confirmed. I'm gonna say that's pretty much everything for tasty treats here. It's kind of awesome. It looks really cool. I would definitely order treats from here. So
Same. Well, thank you, Sean Builds. That was amazing. Well, basically in 30 minutes, we created a custom website with a cart, a functionality to buy pastries, baklava, that I'm a huge fan of personally. Yeah, you don't have to know any coding or knowledge of how this works. You just explained what you want, and luckily you get you managed to create a great website. Sean, so you are on YouTube, right? It's Sean Builds with Rosie. That's your YouTube channel.
Let's go check it out. So I can go to YouTube here, and I can type in Sean Builds with Rosie. Oh my gosh, we're streaming. Okay. So yeah, here I am. You check out my YouTube channel, and one thing I've been doing a lot is making shorts. So you can watch these on your phone in like 60 seconds, and you can see really cool stuff getting made with Rosebud. Shooter games and cool apps like this. So ever looking for some inspiration on your next big app, this is where to go.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sean. You create incredible tutorials, and you unveil so many different possibilities with Rosebud that I personally might have not known about. So definitely check his channel out. And Sean is also a huge participant on our Discord that we actually are going to be switching to right now. Every time we stream on YouTube, we actually continue on our Discord in a Discord Lounge, Rosebud Lounge channel. I sent a link in the chat of the stream, so please join us there if you want to continue chatting with us casually about games that you made or games in general, projects, web apps, anything you want. So thank you guys, and let's just move to Discord. I'm already in the Rosebud Lounge channel, so I'm going to take over the stream. And
all right, sounds good.
See you there.
Right.
Yeah, catch you there.
Oh, and also, Sean, you should publish this and send the link over to Kirill so we can share it to everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do
it. Wait, if we're still streaming.
Oh, we're still streaming. Okay, you're back.
Okay, so I'm gonna publish this Rosebud app, and this is the really important step, because then as soon as I click this publish button up top, click this next one, I now have a link that I can send to my friends like Kirill on the Rosebud team. So then copy that link, and then this would be oh my gosh, hold on.
Yeah,
I probably have so many tabs open that this isn't working as cleanly as I'd like. So the main thing is you can just copy that link and send it as a text message to anyone, and they can use it on Rosebud, just like this.
Perfect. We can. You can also share the screen on Discord, and you can maybe add a couple of more features, or if you can show some other projects you created, that would be actually fun. Yeah, thank you. Got the link. I'm gonna add it to the description. And okay, just switching to Discord. All right, guys, welcome back. Are you here?
Hello. Yep, I'm here.
Nice.
See, I'm gonna start sharing the screen.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is cool. All right, I'm really glad that we've got like we got past like the hard part, and now we have an app that can be like customized easily. Because oh my gosh, wait, this might be a great time to show like remixing and stuff too. Because we can make a new version.
Okay. Oh.
Oh no, I did the wrong button. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, we're back.
Right. Yeah.
Do you guys hear an
Gosh.
echo as well?
All right, so let's get into this, Krill. I'm gonna hit remix. That's making the new version. Should be able to follow along. So, one thing that is interesting is like, we can like make new stuff for this app with the the image generator.
Nice, let's do it. Wow.
All right, so yeah, here's an example. I have this waffle here. So, I don't know. Tell me about your favorite dessert.
Let's do baklava. I'm
can
a
make it
huge
for
fan.
Baklava, okay.
Is it
Let's make,
baklava or baklava?
I have. She'll probably know. So I'll say give it a theme, right? So it's a little different than the one we already have. Showcase image of a product, and then the product name. So let's check that. Oh my god. It looks pretty good, right?
Whoa.
Okay, so
Delicious.
yeah, right. So sometimes you can see like the view, the perspective of it doesn't really mesh with the other stuff. So that's whenever I would like edit the prompt. So as a top-down image. Another trick that could be cool is I'm sure you've played with the image generator and seen you don't always get what you want.
Wow. Again, a pro tip: the way you generate a lot of assets at the same time.
Yeah, this is awesome. So now we can pick a glitter here. I like this one. This looks delicious, man. So
It does look delicious.
then,
Honestly, it looks like cakes, not necessarily baklava, but it works. Looks good.
okay. Yeah, people just want it more. So then I'm gonna rename it. New image of baklava, and then to clean everything up, deleting images of what we already have. So that's gonna help Rosie because then whenever she looks at the list of assets, she can find the new one. So I'll say like, let's add one more product, a Christmas special baklava.
Well, Sean, the desserts you've been adding so far, they all have backgrounds, whereas baklava doesn't.
Oh no, it doesn't. That's a great point. Okay, so yeah,
Math
then
generates new ones, yeah.
good time to do this then. There's we have these options here. Have background. So then we'll say, top down, showcase image of a Christmas baklava. Oh my god. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
This is a masterpiece.
Yeah. Rosie's the chef. Okay. Oh, wait, sometimes think Rosie's making the pictures, but she kind of isn't. Yeah. Add a new dessert to products. And use the called Christmas baklava. And use the new image. Or, oh, she'll probably figure it out. So that's so easy to do. Oh my gosh. So scroll to the bottom. Look at that. Honestly, that's something we should have caught on stream. Right? Yeah. All right. I'm kind of curious about just talking with you guys here. What do you think could have been cool to show that we didn't show on stream?
Well, we're still streaming, so yeah. What can we add, Jason?
I mean, on YouTube during
Yeah.
YouTube.
I mean, we're still actually on YouTube as well.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I hadn't understood.
No, we're just restreaming this part as well, so others can join. So that's the point.
Got it.
Yeah. What can we add? I mean, I guess. What if the cart was more of a button? Do you think there's a chance to do that, on top? Because usually when you have a cart, it's
so a way to find the cart.
Yeah, maybe some
click the cart.
a cart icon instead of the cart in the bottom, because I don't think it's as natural, right?
Yeah, that sounds great. So, yeah, it's really hard to find it. And what's coming to my mind is a scroll to cart button. Could be easy, because we already have this down there. So, how about we say, please add a scroll to cart button. And we want this to be always visible. So, place it at the top right of the main container, and let her know, it should always be visible, even if we scrolled down. And then the final thing would be it should have a cart emoji to make it easy to understand. And clicking it scrolls to the bottom. So I'm gonna do it for our dear viewers. Go back here and just put up these typos. Oh my god. Alright, cool. Making it easy to understand. It's good enough. Send that. Yeah, Krill, I hadn't even been thinking about that. If you see this for first time, well, what if you didn't even know there was a cart?
Yep. Because it's down below.
Yeah, I'll follow all our tasty treats. No one gonna find that. Okay, so not really seeing. Oh my gosh, it's hidden by this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it works perfectly. That's so cool. Okay, so it seems like let's describe this problem. Okay, so let me just talk you guys through this. Well, whenever I said it should be at the top right of the main container, Rosie didn't really do that. She made it always visible at the top right of the app itself. And we could just say the cart button should be always visible at the top right of the main content container where everything is. But it's currently at the top right of the full web page. So let's move it to the right spot. And one more trick is, oh no, I have to go pretty soon.
No worries.
5 minutes.
Yep, perfect.
All right. So let's see. Do that. And then I cleared the chat history here, memory, with this
Mhm.
button, and what that does is, well, it removes, you know, the messages we've sent, and that's gonna help Rosie write better code, like that.
Nice. That's a
Cool.
solid
So click it.
cart icon.
Yeah, man. I love how like Rosie just knows how to use emojis.
Mm-hmm.
It's the coolest trick. So this is well, sometimes it can be kind of tricky to like get the icons you want for your app, and since Rosie knows uh how to
Emojis.
like use emojis as icons, you can get your app up and running with Rosebud like faster than you could ever do coding like by hand. It's
Yep.
like not like we have emojis in our fingers or on our keyboards. Like it's so cool.
It's awesome. So when you click on the cart, what does happen now?
hmm So we're scrolling to the bottom like this.
Oh, it scrolls to the bottom. That's
Super
actually
cool.
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So that's pretty much everything for this Tasty Treats app. Are there any last minute ideas that could make this really just fantastically awesome?
I'd be curious to just ask Rosie what she would do to, better the app. And then
Awesome.
my go-to is always just like, oh, make it prettier, but then also keep
Mhm.
that super vague and see what her judgment of that is. Like I'd maybe lean towards minimal and just see what she does.
All right. Gotcha. So we'll just tell her make
Yeah.
it the app look a lot prettier.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna focus on make the background. I want the background to be nicer. One time I did this and Rosie made like an animation for
Wow.
the background. It was the coolest shit ever. And it was a Christmas project. So that animation was snowflakes falling.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty minimalistic.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, I
very
mean,
minimal.
sometimes I just like say the whole app and then she just
Mhm.
changes everything. It's like I don't even have to.
Whoa. I want to try that too. All right, so I'm gonna go back and revert it, and then say make the the whole app, do it all.
Yeah.
Tell
Just say-
me how you'll do it first.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it can be helpful to have Rosie explain for these things that are kind of vague, like we get something like this, right? So then we can copy and paste her suggestion to create a luxurious high-end dessert shop.
I'm even
Um,
lazier. I just write 2
awesome.
or 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's so-
2. Yeah.
I gotta try that. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah. Definitely. No, she has memory. We made sure she has some memory, so you can be
Mhm.
super lazy too. Because like, let's be honest, if you're on a mobile app, you're not copying pasting.
Yep.
Mhm. This is a great time to mention that, like, you can make apps with text messages,
Yes. Yeah.
but
And
even
if you have
cooler is you
accessibility
can do
on,
it on your phone.
yeah, you can do it on your phone. If you have accessibility on, you can even voice chat your way into an app. And then we'll make that natively supported too. But because there's accessibility, you don't have to.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll say.
Oh my god.
You use vibes to direct her too. Yeah.
That's
Dude,
incredible.
Alicia. Oh my god, I should be paying you. Like, what? Like, give me
This is what
tips.
Lucy helps me. I'm like, I don't want to go into the details. Just make it better.
Uh-huh.
You do your magic.
Wow. And there are like some animations, I feel like, when you hover and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
It's like
Wow.
it's subtle, right? Yeah.
Whoa.
Nice. Thank you,
Well,
guys.
That's it. We gotta end it right there. I mean,
that's amazing.
it doesn't
Yeah.
get better.
That's
All
a
right, so I
perfect time
published
to
my app.
conclude. Yeah.
Let's see. Yep, now it's on Rosebud. So please go check it out. This is pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Please send me the link to this one too. So I'm going to add it to the description as a
Mhm.
final
Mhm.
app that we created. And yeah, this looks amazing. I like the styling and the cart and love it.
That's the best view. So make sure to check this out on your phones too, because it'll look best there. And that basically wraps everything up. I gotta go.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you guys a lot.
John.
I really
And
enjoyed
that
the
was
stream.
awesome.
It's a lot of fun being making a project live with you guys.
Yep. Likewise. Thank you for joining and suggesting to join and do a tutorial live. This is great. And yeah, I think it's gonna also conclude the live stream. Thanks everyone for watching us. We are streaming every Monday and Thursday, and then we continue in our Rosebud Lunch channel of our Discord server. So please join that too. The whole team is on our Discord, so if you have any questions, bug reports, or just want to chat about game making, please participate. And thank you again, Sean Builds. Thank you, Alicia, for joining, and Jason. And I'll see you on the next streams.
Later. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
I see you all.